paint in the studio. It feels so echoey now I've moved everything out. I feel like when we moved in, I did the panelling, and this is literally just trade white and touch up. And obviously where I've been filming, there's been rails and stuff here. There's quite a few scuffs on the wall. But also, we did originally mark up there because I was going to put coving in here. But you can just see I've got this rail, which is what I'm going to use to put like I've got one of the IKEA curtains, so I can create like different backdrops. Try to make it feel more like a studio, but also gives me some new space to play around with. I feel like sometimes I love how clean the white looks, but then I need that bit of like depth. So for the colour, I'm not going anything too crazy. I'm just doing the white 01 by Lip because I absolutely love their white paints and it's matte. So I'm not sure if you probably see much of a difference, to be honest, but I feel like there's literally like makeup marks and everything on here where I've lent and moved stuff. So this is going to be the colour. So it's not massively different, but I just think it's going to clean up the space a lot more and just freshen it up, because you can really see the wall is so patchy because we literally just stuck the panelling on. I did prime it and then I just painted it trade white. I didn't actually, you can really see here that I didn't paint in between because we just sort of moved in, got it done, and I was straight away moving. It's just a job that just never got finished. I'm also going to get my brother around to change the sockets in here. So these are going to go to brass as well. Obviously I'm in my painting outfit. I've just got some leggings, an old t-shirt and then my little slippers on. So yeah, I'm going to do this side first. I'm just going to lay all the floor up. Also I'm just going to put some, I usually do frog tape on the skirting board. I would just freehand, but I will freehand around the sockets because they're going to change anyway. I don't care about them. But I'm just going to tape up now around the skirting. Pick it up on the camera, but I've just done the first coat on this side. It probably just looks exactly the same on the camera. It's not picking it up at all, but you can just sort of see the difference. So this is obviously, they're both white. Obviously that is the trade white, which the house was painted in when we bought it, and then this is the Lick 01. So you probably see it better actually in between that join. So in the middle bit here, sorry, it's gonna go out of focus. You can see it's just neatened it up a little bit. I can't wait to change the brass sockets. Honestly, these white sockets I can't stand. I feel like they just make everything look cheaper, and the brass just makes everything look just so much more finished, but more premium, especially with my herringbone floor as well. So yeah, I'm gonna paint this side now. I think you can sort of see a bit here, the difference in the colour. It's just more of like an off-white, warmer white. So I'm hoping that hopefully it doesn't look, you can really see that this is quite patchy and just looks like it just needs finishing, but I feel like the panelling looks a bit more cleaner on this side now because everything's filled in. But also as well, when you live in a house for a bit, you notice cracks, and I had loads of cracks up there, so at least by me painting it's cleared that up. And then you couldn't really see when I was showing you the rail. So this is the rail that I've got at the top, which you can use for like curtains. So I thought I'm going to use this on that wall just to make a nice sort of backdrop. But that is just from IKEA. You probably see when people do like floor to ceiling, I'll pop some pictures on. You can sort of do a single rack or a double rack and layer different curtains, but I'm just doing the one. I've got some like linen ones to put up, which are these. So I feel like this will look, this is, making sure I've got no frigging paint on my hands. The Halabraca, I think it's called, curtains. So, hold on. I'm just thinking that will just add some warmth. Be nice to the floor. It's also like linen as well, so once I've got all the painting done and it's dried and that, I'll put the curtains up. It's been nice sort of different backdrop. Good morning. So this is what the room looks like now. Both sides are painted. I literally just painted this wall and over there because you can't really, so there's no point me painting like all this area because we're going to put the IKEA Pax wardrobe in the wood. So I've got like a nice little nook. I used to just have this rail here. And then like all my other sort of bits like mirrors and stuff, so at least for this space I can have a new filming backdrop, but I ended up going with the wood IKEA Pax frames. We've got like a 50cm one and then a 75, because I couldn't fit, literally like was short of like so many millimetre because of the skirting board to fit the bigger size, so we're going to build that now. So the wardrobes are up. I've got some shelves to go in this one and then some drawers. Also going to have this open with another couple of deep drawers in there. I'm going to use the bottom two drawers to put all my camera gear in, so like my tripods and everything and my lights. And then maybe this couple of drawers here just for maybe some accessory bits. But I'm going to have some shelves so I can display some of my nice bags. I've got all little lights as well. Just going to leave it open with no doors, but I can't believe how much nicer. This is the IKEA Pax, obviously in the wood brown. I think they look so much more premium. I've also managed to get from IKEA as well. See the matching bit there? You can get the matching little bits to pop in to cover all these holes, which is going to take me for absolutely ever to do. But those are the little details which make it look a bit more finished. And then yeah, I just need to get the lights up and play around with the shelves and the drawers. So it's been a busy day, but the curtains are up. I've just given them a quick steam. Because they're linen, I feel like I've got some harsher creases here, which I think I do think needs the ironing board, but I sort of put like really big gaps so I could have this nice sort of gathering. I didn't want to spread it out too much. So yeah, there's two curtains here. And then at the bottom, it does need turning up, but I feel like I quite like when it's sort of, they sort of drape and they puddle on the floor. It looks quite nice, but I think with the panelling, it just makes such a difference. Like if I want to have the curtains as the backdrop, or if I want to really push them out of the way, because I normally film like, and I have from this bit. So yeah, it's just nice to have a couple of different backgrounds and just create some sort of different like textures, like with clothing, just so it's not plain white. But I'm so glad that I painted it, like refreshed it now, because I feel like it looks so clean. And then I'll just want to rail over here. The wardrobes are all up now, just left a gap in the middle. Because I need to basically, I can turn the lights on and show you in a sec. Basically, you can get a wireless remote for them from IKEA. I bought the remote but not the adapter thing, and I can't be asked to go all the way back to IKEA now to go and get that. So I think I'm going to see if I can get like the little like plug-in remotes which I've used for my Christmas trees off Amazon, and that can come tomorrow. Do you know what I mean? So I'm going to try that. Let me turn the lights on and show you. So these will be pushed together. Let me see if I can just reach. Here we go. So they'll be pushed together, but I think so nice. I ended up just doing longer hanging so I can show like trousers, jackets, coats, dresses, and then I'm going to use the drawers as storage. It's really nice to actually display my bags all on here. I just need to basically, it's like a little, we had to pull the wires through. It's the only thing I forgot about was the wires. So we just need to pull the wires through, which we've done, but I can then sort of like tape these up here. There's like little things in the lighting kit that I can make it a bit neater. And then I've also got the worst happy job to do. I've got all of these, which I need to push into all of the holes. And I'm thinking, do I start doing that tonight, or do I just start fresh tomorrow? I'm just in one of those moods now. I thought I'm going to get the blinds, get the curtains up. But really happy with them. I think it's going to be a really nice filming space. And then in these drawers, I think in this one, I'm just going to put like all my tripods and stuff in there, like my work bits. Because I have so many tripods, it's actually ridiculous. At least they can all go in the drawer, or potentially might go in the bottom drawer so you can't, I don't think you'll see them anyway. And then probably just use this other little drawer here as like storage. But yeah, it's been a productive Sunday. We always do this on Sundays. We like starting big jobs, but it's just things that I've wanted to get done and get sorted. And I think it's about 6:30 now, so I think I might do this little job for another day. It's gonna be very, very tedious. And I wanna have a shower, wash my hair, but it's been a busy one. Good morning. So I ended up tackling some of these dreaded things. Honestly, they're gonna be the death of me. So they're so fiddly to do. So you literally, where are they now? So see all, I filled all these holes in. See all these very, very annoying holes. There's me saying I'm not going to do it last night, and then I started and I was like, I can't stop. So I've done the first row along here. I think I'm going to leave the very back one. You're not going to see that. I'm just going to do this second row, and then same here. So I've done the first and the second. I'm going to leave the back ones because you can't really see it. But yeah, I'm just waiting for my wireless remote to come so I can then push these two together and I can just turn it on and off with the remote. I just need to finish off doing the holes on this side, but this is what it looks like with the lights on. So I think it looks really, really nice. Be nice when I do my videos of like laying things out. I'm gonna have some like bag styling on here. I think also I'm gonna mix in some of like my home decor in with my clothing. So I was feeling like having like a nice bag on here, then potentially like a little vase and a book, and like try and play around with styling as well and try and bring like the bit of my fashion and home stuff together. I just wanted to make it sort of, obviously you guys know I used to be a VM, so I just feel like I really want to utilise this space to like really get creative again and like have it actually like intentionally styled with some home decor to match the vibe of the clothing what's in here. But I'm glad I've gone for this longer hanging so I can have like trousers, dresses, coats and whatnot hung up. Now I've still got plenty of gap. I want to have, I don't know, some boots or a bigger bag shown at the bottom, you can still see it. It'll also be nice to have some of our bags just on display in here, which will be just really refreshing. So yeah, it's literally, let me just turn the socket off. Yeah, so this is what it looks like without anything turned on. Obviously still really nice, still a really great filming backdrop to do it without. So I might potentially, tell you what the weather's like, try filming with it open, with the lights on, with the lights off, but I just have the lights on so I can easily fill up. But this is that's a 75 centimetre and that's the 50. So I was literally like this much than having the next time having two ones, but I'm actually quite glad now I've got this because then I can still, I'm going to push it together so it's both in the middle. But then I've got like, you can see all my stuff on the landing basically. I've got like these that I use, I have my screens and these, at least I can still slide those down the side. Honestly, ignore that room, but also update, I mean look at the state of it here, I need to sort things back out. I've got my reformer bed there, but update on this room, I'm going to be having built-in wardrobes, so gotta wait for the first sort of like surveyor to come over. But I had a really successful appointment with Hammonds, so very, very, very excited. They also had their January offer on, hence why I sort of was like, I want to have a look and get a thing, because they had 45% off, which is so much off built-in furniture, like ridiculous. But I'm actually having wardrobes and a dresser built in there with some overhead storage, which I desperately need, because I'm currently sort of getting ready by the side of the bed in there, and all my stuff, it's just not ideal. I've always wanted a dresser. So yeah, very, very exciting. It's going to be, yeah, I'll vlog the whole thing. I still have to wait probably about a month. Got to wait for the surveyor to come. It's going to be probably the end of March that will be happening. So probably I think the builders will be here for about 4 days doing it. So I'll vlog all behind the scenes and I'll share like the designs and everything in that video. But very, very excited. So yeah, I'm going to finish off with these. Also going to show you a closer look at the curtains. Let me put you on the tripod. So there's two curtains here. I ended up layering them together. I ended up also playing around with the gathers at the top and the pleats. So I ended up sort of like hooking it through one, leaving 10 and then gathering it together. So I wanted them to feel quite nice and gathered. Obviously you have less curtain space. If they were curtains you would need a lot. But obviously I'm just going to have them here and then I can move them around. I'll probably just have them all to the one side. I gave them a steam yesterday. Can't see the bottom from the camera, but they sort of like puddle a little bit at the bottom, which I actually quite like. I think it sort of gives a sort of vibe with the herringbone floor. But I think with this panelling, I'm so glad that I gave this some fresh paint now, because it desperately, desperately needed it. But I'm excited for this film backdrop. I think this is potentially going to be more a backdrop for maybe my Instagram, because this is what annoys me. I feel like I need to get a different film camera for YouTube, because I want to be able to get full body, like all of me. Obviously that's what full body is, but off that lens. But I think the camera, I need a camera which has a different lens, and obviously cameras are so expensive. I just use my Sony, but I think I need to probably invest in a separate YouTube camera so I can do fashion videos where you can get me in full body, because I could probably put you actually in the wardrobe, but I don't think that'll give me full body. To see, this is what annoying, because you can see the window. Don't want to be able to see the window. So, but then I don't want it at an angle. I want it flat. This is what I mean. Like, it's quite a wide angle lens. It's just my little Stanley Cup on. I just need to have a play around. Even if I, so then you get the edge of the wardrobe in. Honestly, this is like the behind the scenes stuff that people don't realise when it comes to framing and setting up videos for content. So I feel like, I mean, yes, I'm full body now, but you can see the window. So I definitely need to look at a camera with a different lens. I potentially could zoom it in, but it's not gonna work. Really happy with how this has turned out, really, really happy. I feel like I've got a bit of a studio, like an actual proper film room now. And then I just need to bring all the bits in. I've got this rail here, which isn't gonna stay here. It's probably gonna end up being, well, it might do, to be fair. It might be just something that I put new in stuff in, and then when I'm filming, I just put it all out to set up. And then I've got my little drawers here, which has like all camera stuff and wires in. And then I'm gonna put all my tripods and that in there. But yeah, really, really happy with how it's turned out. Also, a little update on the new office. I finally have a blind up. I'm so sorry it's so dark. But yeah, this is the one that's from Terry's Fabric. It's the Laura Ashley one. I had like 2 different samples. I'm not sure if I showed you in another video. These are the 2 samples. So this is the linen Oscar stripe from Terry's Fabrics. Then there was the green. So I was torn between the 2 of them, but I'm glad I went with the beige. I felt like the green would have been, the green is lovely. I really like the green, but I think it would have been too much. So yeah, this is the beige colour. I just think it looks so nice. So it's just a Roman blind. It's made me realise now that having a blind just makes such a difference. This is awful lighting, it's so dark. Even if I turn this light on, I don't think it's going to make any frigging difference. You can see it better there, but obviously the colour's probably not true to what it is. But yeah, I think layered over the top of that blind feels really nice. It just feels a bit more finished and a bit more cosy now. So yeah, this room is pretty much there. I just need to find a light. I'm really fussy with lighting, so I've not found anything yet. And also I've ordered a sticky matte thing to go underneath this rug. So I need to pull the desk out, stick the rug down, and then pop it so you can see how it's sort of moving about underneath the desk and the chair, and I'm pulling it in and out. So they just have Amazon, they just keep your rugs in place. I have one in the living room, they're a game changer. So yeah, really, really happy with this office. I need to charge those lights because they're dead, but got a nice little blind up. Just gonna finish now sticking these goddamn things. It really, really, really hurts my fingers. Like, or even breaking and pulling it off, because I was doing it all last night, hurts, but it's because you have to, and I've got, my nails are so long at the moment, so I need, my nail appointment's not for another week, and look how long they are. They're like actual talons, and I keep catching them, so I'm scared. I did it the other, I think it's just before Christmas. I was opening a parcel. I'm scared of opening stuff now, and I ripped the one nail. This one's a fake one, and oh my god, ripping off your biab. It was horrible. It really, really hurt, and the nail didn't completely come off, but it was the day of my appointment, and then she tried to take the nail off, and she put acetone, and I literally bolted it, and I was like, nah. So we had to sort of leave the biab on, cut it right down, and then put nail glue on it to hope that the sort of break grew out. And I've done the same thing on this nail. I've caught it and it's cracked, so I've ordered some nail glue, which is coming today, from Amazon, with the little clicky thing for the lights in here, because it's split right there. So it's quite low down, so I'm just really scared I'm gonna catch it. I'm gonna wake literally over a week for my nail appointment, so I need to be super, super careful. There is me decorating and doing all this, but honestly, so I can't believe how much nicer the wood IKEA Pax. Sorry, I'm like talking to the, I can't talk and look at the thing. Oh, it really hurts your fingers. Oh, I don't have no fingers left. 3 more, 4 more. Now to the other side. But yeah, I can't believe the quality. And the inside of the wardrobes that I've chosen for my Hammonds ones are also all wood on the inside. The wood just makes such a difference. And the IKEA, this actually matches my herringbone floor like perfectly. It's a really, really nice tone. So I've seen so many like hacks that you can do built-in, obviously built-in wardrobes with these wardrobes. Which I was going to do, but then also I wanted to be able to get, because I can't get the max height, so I am literally just off ceiling wise getting the full size one, so I wanted floor to ceiling, so hence why having the thingy ones, Hammond ones, they're fully built in. Also got to choose like the colour that I wanted from the doors. I honestly can't wait to share the design. It's so, so nice. I'm really, really excited to get it on, but 45% off. Built-in furniture, absolutely incredible. So, oh, it's the bottom one. Trying to get this down the bottom one in without catching my nails. I'm also excited now to start getting into some spring decor. I feel like I had my January bit, so I haven't really done that much. I've just been obviously doing these projects. I'm excited to get into my January decor now. Also got some gorgeous drawers, which are arriving this week from Dunelm. Which I ordered to match the bedside tables. I think I shared it in my January vlog, but I've got the matching 7 chests of drawers. So as soon as those come, and I've got a beautiful lamp from Habitat to go on there, and mirror, and then I'll play around styling. I do want to do a little trip to HomeSense to have a little look at some spring decor. I've also got a voucher for the range as well, so I'll try and include some shopping in this video too. But yeah, I'm gonna do the other dreaded size now. I'm over it, I'm honestly over it. Show you a closer look at what I picked up from the range yesterday. So first was this little table lamp. This is so cute. I'm actually going to pop this in my office but style it on the sideboard. So where I have the corkboard, I wanted a little lamp but nothing too big. I thought this was a really nice size. I really like the lampshade and also this rustic base. It was such a good price as well. Then I also picked up this vase. This is their sea grass vase. I thought this would be so nice for spring to sort of mix up the textures. I have quite a lot of ceramic and stone, and when it comes to the spring I tend to like switch that out to like glass, but I thought this would also be a really nice texture to add in between that. But it's a really good size as well, so I'm thinking potentially to pop it on this sideboard, maybe in the guest bedroom. I don't know, I always sort of buy vases and I find a home from later. And it also got this candle as well, which I thought looked very, very aesthetic. This looked really nice, like maybe styled on a shelf or a book, but this is their vanilla scent. It smells really lovely, but I'll probably just keep this one as like a decor one.
Then I got another vase, which I think was such a good price. If you find these vases, honestly, on other websites, they're so expensive. I've had vases like this size and easily spent like £40 on them. And I think, I can't remember the price now, but this was a really, really, really good price, and it looks expensive as well. Then the last thing I got was this wooden dish. Really, really nice size, make a nice like centerpiece. Again, I always buy these bits and find a home from later, but I was after a new centerpiece for the dining table, so I need to figure out what I want to put inside of here. Then I picked up some bits from TK Maxx as well, from their home section, which of course is the HomeSense, but obviously it's not the same as an actual HomeSense store. Like, I am missing my local store so much, that the ones are so far to go to, but also it's probably a good thing because I spent so much money at that store. But they're missing a customer. I'm like, I honestly miss that store so much. But I've got this bowl, which I think I'm going to style in my studio room in my new wardrobes. So maybe do something like on a shelf with a book or something and pop this on. I feel like it looks so rustic, and again, it's not mixing different textures. Then I spotted this little vase, which I thought was very cute. This was £9.99. I am just a sucker for a rustic vase. I have so many. In my storage, I need to sort of flip everything around now and get all my spring decor out. But I just love little bits like this because I end up getting them, and then later on down the line, I find a home for it. It just works perfectly. So this is a really nice size too. Then of course, it wouldn't be a TK Maxx / HomeSense trip without getting some candles by Sand and Fog. So I've got their Sand and Pause one. This one is Guava Mango, so neutralizes pet odors. And oh, I just don't know what it is. Like, these candles, honestly, I don't know what, I do this every single time. These candles are just incredible. Like, I absolutely love Sand and Fog. I actually had a candle burn over Christmas. It was the big Aldi White Company dupe. And every time I burned it in the kitchen, if Hugo was in the kitchen in his bed, he'd just start sneezing, or he'd start like reverse sneezing. And then I was cleaning the weekend, I was cleaning all the bifolds on the windows. And like, there was like a really, I was like, why do the bifold frames look grey and like sort of like dirty? And I wiped and it must have been like black soot all off this candle. I was like, oh my God, like it's all on the window. So once I started cleaning, I was like, oh my God. So it's mad, like obviously what is in candles when you burn them. So that's why I always opt for natural candles, and obviously having a sensitive dog. Also don't want like those toxins and what in my home. So yeah, I honestly couldn't believe the state of those doors. And then I went for this one. This is a Sand and Fog goji berry one. So I got a big one. I normally get a big size like this for the kitchen. I put it on the island, and it just, yeah, their candles are just the best. I'm just so glad they always have them in there. So I feel like they're such a good price as well. Like, this one was $8.99 and then this one's $14.99, and they just last so long. So I want to start sharing some cooking content over on my home account, and I wanted to order some like aesthetic style home storage, like Tupperware. So I actually spotted these on M&S and thought, oh my God, these look insane. So I've got these stainless steel containers. How like aesthetic do they look? I wanted basically some storage tubs. Like when I do my lunch prep, I normally do the like mixers. So I don't know if any of you guys follow Emily English's recipes. I absolutely adore her. I think they're so good when you're at home. So basically she'll do like a batch of her lunch filling, and then she'll store it like in something like this in the fridge, and then she can put it on a bagel, in a pita. Like, it's just so easy to do that. So yeah, and I thought I wanted some nice aesthetic style tubs. So I've got a little small one, I've got the medium, and I've also got as well the large. So these are from M&S. I feel like they look so bougie. So yeah, I'm very pleased with those. And then I also ordered some new little measuring spoons, which I thought looked so aesthetic, and they're also dishwasher safe. I honestly, the amount of things that I've wrecked in the dishwasher, because I bought stuff and now I'm like always like double, triple checking that you can actually put them in the dishwasher. And then I've got another box here. These are so nice. Very much love that. I am just, it's the little things, and that actually makes me very happy. Like, here's me getting all excited over storage. So I think I ordered that, in different sizes. So I thought when I'm doing my baking or I'm doing like prep and whatnot, I can like use all these nice things in my videos, make it look all aesthetic when I get into this one. Then this is the larger size, so you can see for comparison. Just think, yeah, It's all about the aesthetics. So yeah, those are my new home storage bits and decor for spring. I will be doing like a dedicated like spring styling video. I feel like it's a little bit too early yet. I also want to go through my spring stems and see what I have, because I know I've got loads and I want to sort of play around, and I want to sort of see what I have first before I order any extra, because now I've got some like more new bits to style. So yeah, I'm excited to get into, like, I feel like I haven't refreshed the house now since like it was like January when I did the whole like deep clean and clutter. I really want to do some like Easter baking and stuff like that, and that's sort of like wholesome style content. So yeah, excited to do that. But yeah, before I end the video, I'm going to show you the new drawers I have upstairs in the guest room. So you would have seen already, I have these drawers. These are from Dunelm and they are the Giselle drawers. I absolutely love these. They tie in perfectly as well with the light. I feel like I've sort of like left this bit because I haven't sort of like figured out what I want to add on the side tables yet. I feel like it takes me a while to do a room. But then I got the matching chest of drawers, which I think are absolutely beautiful. Ignore the sort of sign, I've just literally been playing around. I just whacked a dish on, and then yeah, I got this lamp, which is absolutely beautiful. This is from Habitat, and I love how this looks. I either wanted to have a big vase on here or a big lamp. The only annoying thing is basically we don't have a plug socket on this wall. I have it in my studio room, and I really regret as well now not putting it in here. I think because we thought at first we were going to have a built-in wardrobe in here, so there's no need of adding a plug, but now I'm like, we should have added a plug. But yeah, we could do that at a later date. So I have an extension lead which runs from here down to there, which is very, very annoying. I could like get a rechargeable bulb for this, but I felt this lamp is on quite a lot, and the ones behind me, the dusk ones, they like last for like 8 hours, and I thought when this lamp's on all the time, like you need basically something that plugs in, because you'll be forever recharging the bulbs. But this is the Habitat lamp, absolutely love it. The mirror is also as well from Habitat, which I absolutely love. I do want to change the light in here as well, but again, I've not found the right light, so I'm just taking my time, I'm not rushing it. I was originally going to get an arch mirror, but I have quite a few arch mirrors and I wanted something a bit different, and I really liked the rustic frame of like the mango wood. I was going to go with like a brass arch mirror, but I feel like that's like so overdone at the moment, so I just wanted something a little bit more different, and I really, really like this. They actually do it in a wall mirror as well, so a tall one. So yeah, that's on here. Of course, I'm gonna have stuff on here, styling. I'm thinking potentially some nice like spring stems, put some books on here and really sort of play around like with the heights, and maybe add some candlestick holders as well. So yeah, the mirror was fixed to the wall. There's also quite a big gap as well here, so really to have a leaning mirror, because this is actually quite slim, I didn't want it to like slip or anything. But yeah, really, really happy with these drawers. It's just really annoying with that extension lead, absolutely killing the vibe. But yeah, this is the Giselle chest of drawers, a 7-drawer one from Dunelm, which I ordered. So yeah, I'm really pleased with it. So yeah, I'm going to end the vlog here. I'm very, very excited now to get into my spring home decor, but I'm so glad that I've got my studio room all done now. I'm also very excited to get my dressing room all sorted out. The appointment for basically the surveyor to book it in is actually meant to be coming this week, and he's had to cancel. And then I've got to wait 4 weeks then for it to all be custom built, and even before it's fitted. So I think that potentially now having that dressing room done is going to be April time. So at least it gives me time to sort of like gut things out more and do something with those wardrobes as well. One of those things, I can focus on other bits in the house. And yeah, of course, once that's all sorted, I can show you the plans for the dressing room, which is very, very exciting. So if you have enjoyed today's video, then please don't forget to like it, and make sure you do subscribe as well to my channel if you like these cozy home style vlogs. So yeah, as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.